Goddamn Sienkiewicz. I've got to do something.
When I left for Icarus, I thought it'd be like a vacation. Small, remote garrison, what could go wrong? An encounter with local fauna or food poisoning at worst. Boy, was I wrong. There isn't a single empty bed left in the infirmary. We bring a new patient in every day. I can't remember the last time I got a good night's sleep. Definitely before I got here. So for the time being, you seem to be the most mentally stable one here. But trust me, it won't last long. Everyone here thinks there's something wrong with them. But rest assured, you're perfectly fine.
I need some Circa pills. Captain's orders.
The captain should be thinking about his men instead. I can barely scrape together enough to treat the sick. Here you go. Don't take these unless it's absolutely necessary, or you can kiss your liver goodbye. Look, Stalker, can you help me with something? 3 of my patients have run away, and I'm afraid their meds won't help them anymore. Not as long as they stay in the zone, at least.
And what about your own people? Why don't you ask them?
I don't think Sienkiewicz would listen to me. He'd rather capture these guys and send them out for experimental treatment. I have no clue what guys like Krivenko would even do to them.
What do you want me to do?
When you find them, shoot them in the legs. Then I'll send them back to the mainland on a medical discharge. They just might stand a chance out there.
That could get them killed. You sure about this?
I know it's risky. But if we don't take this risk, they'll end up at Circa. And no one with a diagnosis like that has ever come back from there. They're better off dead. Trust me on that.
How did your patients manage to escape?
I have no idea. But they managed to do it without setting off any alarms. And I'm not surprised in the least. Even when they're out of their minds, the wardens are still pros. And these guys are scouts to boot.
Any idea where I should look for your runaways?
How the fuck should I know? If I did, I'd find them myself. All I have is their personal belongings. There, in the drawer. You can dig around in there and see if I missed anything. Maybe go ask the loners on the cargo ship if they saw anyone. They scurry around all over the place like rats. Present company excluded, of course. You're basically one of us now. By the way, thank you, Stalker. There aren't that many people here who actually care.
Remember that a sleep-deprived soldier can pose a danger to everyone. Thus, the mandatory sleep requirements will remain unchanged. However, in light of the current events, we are allowing schedules that include brief breaks. Please consider when scheduling duty and patrol.
Stalker, don't trust anyone around here. They're not real. The real Captain Sienkiewicz is lying over there. He hasn't budged in 3 days. And they drowned Batalov in the swamp to make sure nobody could stop them from taking over. I saw it with my own eyes.
May result in the early termination of your contract.
Why did we have to come all the way here? Fucking hell! Where'd you come from? The ladder's broken. Keep your hands up.
I'm a friendly. Captain Sienkiewicz sent me.
The captain sent a stalker? Why?
I'm looking for Stedev. Have you found him?
I don't know. Maybe the commander saw him. He went to look for the backup power system. Said we can get out of here if we get it running. You got a med kit? I'm fresh out.
Here, help yourself.
Now I'm good. Give me a second to shake it off, okay?
Sergeant? Oh, a stalker. So you're the one who killed that thing, eh? Thanks. What are you doing here? Looking for a backup power system too? Well, you found it. The switch is right behind me.
How did you end up here, Lieutenant?
Some bloodsuckers chased me here. I thought I was a goner. Good thing the doors held. I had to break off from the rest of the squad.
Why didn't you leave? You know how to get to the exit.
How am I supposed to do that? I've only got one mag left. Enough for the likes of you, but not for a bloodsucker.
I'm looking for Sterev. Where is he?
Sterev, huh? Well, you're out of luck, asshole. My orders are to eliminate anyone connected to the lieutenant.
We're on the same side.
Damn, why didn't you show me that right away? Listen up, Stalker. Something weird's going on at Echo Station. They called me for backup, and then the signal cut off mid-sentence. I think they're under attack.
Sterev.
Who else? I sent you the coordinates. Get over there on the double. We can't let that bastard get away. You alive?
Sort of.
Who'd have thought we'd be saved by a stalker, eh?
I'll check the ammo, then go back to base. Thank you.
Thank you for not abandoning him, Stalker. Here, I'm sure you'll find some use for this.
Hey, man. So long.
What you want?
Well, here we are. So long.
Why is Beard here while my buddies are over there?
Easy, Croker. We're dealing with it.
It sure feels nice here now. Like home. Where's Beard been all this time?
I heard he's been hanging out with Dicteria and Pripyat.
I'm Beard.
They go way
I've
back.
been the captain of
ever
this
since
rust
Diggy
bucket
first
for a
came to
year
the
now.
valley.
I used to be in charge of the Scud-Offs.
So why'd he come back?
That's what we
No
used
clue.
to call her back
Maybe
in
he
the
just
day.
missed the swamps.
Been 7 years. But I remember it like it was yesterday. Yeah, I can fill you in on the rest of the story later. Or the guys are gonna get weird about it. We all lost the Scud-Offs, but not everyone wants to bring it up.
What can you tell me about the Shevchenko?
Well, as you can see, she's a bit of a wreck. But her ship doesn't have to be pretty. She just needs to stay afloat. Here on the Shevchenko, you can buy supplies, take a breather, and wait out an emission. The Skurdovska's a lot comfier. But as long as bandits Call of the Sultans can claim her as their own, I wouldn't go there. Just wait for her to come home to port. My selection is almost as good as what you'd find on the mainland. I've got everything you need. Good hunting. Well,
Have any wardens stopped by your place lately? They might have been acting weird.
I haven't seen them, but I might know something. That kind of information has a price, you know?
All right, here you go. I'll spill it.
I heard the guys talking about them wardens. They're weirdos. Nut jobs, maybe. They were last seen here. I'll send you the coordinates.
Father, give me some vodka.
No more freebies for you, bud.
Relax, I got it covered. Got a gig that paid real good. For Kalina.
Happiness requires sacrifice. I know you understand this. It's all right. We're almost there. I just need to turn it on. I had to do it. He's right. You're a scientist. You have to understand me. The small must not stand in the way of the great.
Why did you turn against your own men? What did they promise you?
Acceptance. Purpose. Not the false purpose of the ward. A real purpose. Happiness.
What are you talking about? Who is he?
Have you ever felt needed? Like you're not alone anymore? I never have. Not until he spoke to me.
Lieutenant, wake up. I've got something that'll help you come to your senses.
I don't want to wake up, Stalker. I want to go to him. I want to be happy again. He went silent. And then those rats from Circa didn't want to reach you in the antenna. I had to do it. Don't you understand? I'm almost done, Stalker. I'm sorry, but I can't leave any witnesses.
you get there, you'll never be alone again. Come to me.
He's dead. He lost his shit and shot everybody at Echo Station.
Fuck me. The Colonel's gonna rip me a new one for that. Anyway, thanks for dealing with him. I'll send some men over to clean up the mess.
I'm telling you, don't borrow from her. But if you get in trouble with loan sharks, Mr. Nina...
Oj, uluzi, czerwona kalina.
Is it scary? Probably have you run a few errands.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. We've got guests in our swamp. I'm sorry, I mean their swamp. It belongs to those paragons of clean living, of course. What can I do for you?
Is everything all right? Or are you celebrating something?
Do I need an excuse to have a little radiation treatment? I went to the wrong place, and now I'm giving the radionuclides the old heave-o. And I mean that literally. I'd rather drink water from the river than the booze they got around here.
You're welcome to depart for the Shevchenko.
Hey, don't you eavesdrop on me?
Looks like every asshole in the zone knows who you are.
Hey, don't be so rude to the noble proprietors of this fine rust bucket. But you're right. I'm sort of a regular around here. A side effect of living in the zone for about 10 years, I guess. And I've never joined any of the factions. Guess that's why the locals like me. At the very least, they hate me a little less than they hate each other.
Do you know anything about Clear Sky?
It used to be a faction. They were searching for the ways of the zone, but they got lost. They're gone now. Their base is still out there, but there's no way to get inside. And that's for the best. The zone has some secrets that are best left undisturbed.
I'm looking for a guide to Clear Sky. Can you help me?
Wanna hear a story? Nah, don't answer. I'm gonna tell you anyways. I've just had about enough for a little tale. I used to be a guide, it's true. I figured I was leading people around the zone. Turns out I was lying through my teeth to myself. I thought I knew it all. I thought I could take anyone, anywhere. What kind of mistakes does a stalker make, huh? You can mess up your detector, you lose your loot. With guides, it's a different story. Especially when the zone wants to put them in their place. You dig?
I need a guide, not a gig as a therapist. Get to the point.
You're a mean one, Mr. Skiff. But at least you're honest. Guess that's better than the other way around. I'm not taking you anywhere. You need Nimble. He's a little on the cookie side, but he always gets out of trouble alive. You'll know him by the Snorgas mask on his shoulder. Don't ask him about it. The last time I saw him was with Trapper. The Sultan hired the hunter to kill mutants in the swamps. So Trapper pestered every guy to take him straight up the swamp's ass. I just sent you the coordinates of that ass. Watch yourself. So, what were we talking about?
Oj u luzi czerwona kalina.
First time here, huh? Don't be shy.
You're very nice.
We won't bite.
I ain't taking you there.
Visit the Sultan's
Not
once. You'll
gonna
see there's no better
happen.
place in all of Zaton. If you're looking for a job, got artifacts to sell, or just need a drink for the road, you've come to the right place. I know all about how this place works, and I can tell you how to make it work in your favor. Rule number 1, no trashing my ship. I'm not gonna like it. Name's Sonia, by the way. Sonia Kalina. Take a look. You won't find this kind of stuff even on the mainland. Remember, no brawling in my bar. Capiche?
Want to know how I ended up here? Because of freaking music. I used to be a digger over at the slag heap, and I fixed up a radio from the scraps I found. Just needed one more vacuum tube to get it working. Then the Sultan paid a visit to our top dog. Welcome aboard, we've got all kinds of gizmos here. I thought maybe I'd find the vacuum tube, so I made the move. The ship didn't have one either, but at least I'm having fun. Folks bring me all sorts of stuff. It blows my mind. Too bad they won't take me along. I'd slow them down. Need something fixed? Let me pick at it.
Your gun is your only friend here in the zone. Keep her in good shape.
I've been here for a while now. Way back, Beard used to hang around the Skadovsk, then Sultan kicked him out, with a little help from yours truly. The Sultan went easy on Beard for old time's sake, but the likes of you better not cross him. Might find yourself on an underwater expedition in the swamps. Don't bother the Sultan with stupid shit. If it's important, Miss Kalina will tell you when to pay him a visit. She's the one to talk to if you need a job. Buying or selling? Good. Now run along.
You shouldn't bite what you can't chew. He says, tell it to the thing that's got its teeth in my ass.
Hey, when I tell a joke, you jackasses listen. One bandit says to another, that's a wicked joke.
So my pal's packing some serious heat. Look like warp guns.
Sonia or Al. No one else is gonna bother with that crap here.
So my pal's packing some serious heat. Look like warp guns.